Women want to be by a man. We are not delicate little creatures that you can't be rough with. We want to be dominated and shown who's boss. Women actually want to surrender all control to you. So don't be afraid to take that control and completely ravish her. She wants it and she thinks it's hot. She doesn't just want to feel loved. She wants to feel like you own her. And if you don't own her, another man will.
Yourself money on my phone! Send my shit back! Send my shit back! Send my shit back! You keep touching people's shit! You keep touching people's shit! But send my shit back! Send my shit back! Yo. Oh my god. I'm lying?
Then I get us the Uber out here, call me my fucking Uber back, bro. Stop playing with me, bro.
I'm lying because that's the only thing you was able to do. So fuck?
Stop playing with me, bro.
Yo. I never dealt with something like this. No, I'm miserable with you. I'm miserable with you. I'm miserable with you. You're the only person
Nigga just trying to go home and shit. Nigga, I'm just trying to go the fuck home.
So get your way back home, but instead you went on my phone and took money from my account. Never deal with some shit like that, bro. Never deal with some shit like that. Wasting my money, my weed, everything, bro. I hate you, bro. I hate you. I said I hate you. Fucking hate you. You fucking know. I fucking hate you. But I don't want to see you ever again. I don't.
Honestly, man, if you didn't take her money, give her stuff back. Even if you gotta ride the bus, even if you gotta walk home, you got a phone, call somebody to pick you up, but get out of the way of that.
Why is it that, like, just speaking to a male, all you have to do is talk to them like a normal human being, like a normal interaction, and they're like, oh, she's into me. I went to a run club event last weekend. Ew, I know. They were partnered up with Lululemon, so you got 25% off. The only reason I went. And I was walking, because I don't run. And there's people walking with me. So what do? We start talking like normal human beings. Well, the way this man was looking at me, I was like, so I was right. Because at the end of the event, standing there with my friends, whose Instagram does he ask for? Mine. Not like the whole group. He runs one of the run clubs. It was a whole plethora of run clubs. He's in charge of one of them. So if he would have asked for everybody's Instagrams or connected with everybody, I would be like, oh, he's networking. He asked for mine for his personal Instagram. I didn't even pull it out that parking lot, and that man is in my DMs. I was like, right. Just got another DM. Come to run club tomorrow. Baby, how many times I told this man, I do not run. And I'm not even one of those that's like, oh, like maybe if something's chasing me. Honestly, no. Like at that point, take me. Like I will not run. It's not good for you. It's not good for you. Not interested. Okay. It's also at 6 a.m. Do you know how many times I told that man, I don't even get up that early for work and I'm getting paid. Like I'm already 10 minutes late for work. I'm eating my breakfast. Like because I didn't get up at 6 a.m. Stay the f on my DMs. I was nice to you for 10 minutes. Like leave me alone.
You sound like an idiot. Maybe you just thought you were cute. You guys really got to cut this stuff out. You sound miserable. Where's the therapy at when you need it? Where is all that inner work and healing that you guys have been doing? Put that on display.
I used to think women my age were bitter. I used to be like, they're just bitter. You know, they've been burned by one man and they blame it on the rest. And I became a woman my age and I'm in my 40s and I'm single and I realized not bitter. They're accurate. Looking for emotional intelligence, and the odds of finding an emotionally intelligent man are so slim, if not impossible, capable of it, because they show us that they're capable of it, but the only time that they actually use it is to manipulate, to get you on the hook, to pull it away, so then you have to ask, what did I do? What did I do wrong? Because they have learned that manipulation is how you get a woman hooked. So then by the time you reach your 40s, you just don't even look, you know, you're like, actually late 30s. I stopped looking in my late 30s. It's not because I'm bitter. It's not because I hate men. It's because I know what I'm looking for. Very slim chance that it's out there. It's full contentment. I'm sorry, ladies, for thinking that you were just old and bitter. And I know the young girls are going to think that I'm old and bitter, but just wait. Just wait. Just wait.
I don't think old and bitter a lot of times, but I think you guys don't know how to pick men. And I think y'all say a lot of stuff that sounds good, but you're just trash at finding the person that you're looking for. Oh, it's slim to none, so I quit. But you would want a man to continue approaching you so that you can reject the man. How about you give off signals? How about you change your body language? It's always, I've done the work. I do this. I'm looking at women in the comments talking about, I travel so much. My life is this. My life is that. But y'all don't talk about how y'all be terrible. Y'all are terrible daters. Y'all are terrible girlfriends. Y'all don't be putting out like y'all need to. And I'm not just talking about intimacy. I'm talking about just in general, being a good partner, going above and beyond for your man like you want him to do for you. Y'all don't be nowhere near sacrificing anything. And it's no benefit to the man.
I am mortified right now. I haven't weighed myself in weeks, and I've been working out and eating good and going on walks and yada yada yada. So I was like, I kind of want to see my progress, but I don't have a scale. And when I walked into my nanny family's house this morning, I saw that they had gotten a scale. So I turned it on and I used it, and then whatever, not that happy with the results, but it's fine. And I feel good. Numbers don't mean everything. Anyways, get to the point. I go to turn it off, and what does it say on the screen? What's it say? Take a guess. Sent. Sent. Exactly. Like, are we being so serious right now? That went to my boss's phone. Hey, you have a fat nanny. Hey, big fatty just stepped on your scale. Yeah.
You know, I honestly don't think he cares as long as you get the job done. So
this is why our standards are so high. When we plan a date, this is what it looks like. When they plan a date, it's Chick-fil-A.
what are we looking at here? There's no food out there. Looks like y'all just took a hike, which is what men be asking y'all to do. And y'all say it's the bare minimum. Number one. Number two, somebody in the comments said, that's literally every guy's fishing trip. Just join him next time. Why would they do that?
I could never be a man because I went to a fair and I want a big ass bear and I gotta pretend I want to give it to this. I want to pretend that this girl who's sit there giggling the whole time checking her phone deserves it. I just spent 40 minutes and the $120 on the ring toss.
I did it. My husband let me hold it while he peed. Then I let go too early, and then he accused me of peeing on the toilet. So
the only gym crushes that I have, I've only had 2 this year. Okay, they end up being 25. I'm a 31-year-old woman, and then when I talk to them and I see no wrinkles on their face, I'm like, this is illegal. Like, I cannot be talking to you. I'm like, oh, I'm probably too old for you, blah, blah. And they're like, huh? They don't care. It's tempting. It's tempting. But I don't have any more years in me. Okay, I can't be wasting my time, sir. Yeah.
At the state, I should say with the state of dating, y'all better get with who y'all can.
I don't think that these men know that they're grown, actually. This is why they're acting like this. They're still 16 in their head. Like, oh, I have plenty of time to settle down. No, baby, you're getting kind of old. Like, your hair it's leaving you. You don't have a lot of time left. I'm sorry.
The man said in the comments, this might be the best example of projection I've ever seen. Well done. Bravo. She said, yeah, except I'm 21 years old, so I have plenty of time. He responds, even weirder, because you look 35. For real. Well, I mean,
I don't like when people say I'm not going to tell you anything else, because one day I was on my third date with this guy named Chris, and we went to Topgolf in Temple Hills, and we were flirting and laughing up a storm, and he was like, hey, if you can make a point, I'm going to eat you till you scream. So I was like, I would like to see it. So I started hitting the ball like I was Tiger Woods. It was going left, right, everywhere. And he was like, okay, you proved yourself, you know, let's go back to my house. So we went back to his house, and he lived in a townhouse in Upper Marlboro. So once we make it over there, I'm looking around, and I'm like, okay, it's clean, it's nice. I wouldn't pick that furniture, but it's nice. So we make our way into his room, and he's like, you know what, put your legs to the moon. And I just took the legs off my body because I wanted him to have enough space to do what he had to do. So he started really getting in there like a slut, and I was like, yes, this is exactly what I need. And he was doing everything I liked, and I was just like, yes, I think I'm gonna marry this man. So then after he pleases me to where I needed to be, he starts taking his pants off, and then once he showed me what he was working with, I seen the smallest magic stick I ever seen in my life. So I started rolling my eyes because I was like, ain't no way my husband is working with this. So then right when he was looking around like he was gonna get protection, I was like, yeah, we can't do this. And he was like, do what? And then right before I was about to tell him, my phone started ringing. So I was like, hold on. And he was like, you really gotta answer that? I was like, yes. So then I answered the phone. It's my homegirl. So I'm like, what's up? And she was like, I need you, like SOS. I'm like, what's wrong? She was like, answer your FaceTime. I'm like, she's like, answer your FaceTime. I answer my FaceTime. This girl face is toe up. I mean, toe up. So I'm like, oh my God, like what happened? And she started telling me about her and her baby daddy, how they got in a fight, and she just needed me to come get her. She needs to come to my house. So I was like, okay, that's a bet. Like I was done here anyway. So I told him, hey, put a thimble over that. We need to get out of here and go get my homegirl. And he was like, what? I'm like, we gotta roll. So he was like, all right. So then he pulled his pants up, and we start rolling out, and we get to where she's located, and he was like, hey, let me stop in this rural farm. So he go in the rural farm, and he go in there, and he's taking forever. And I'm like, hurry up, my homegirl townhouse is right across the street. I'm about to get out and walk. So then he come over, and he get in the car, and he was like, yeah, I don't want to be in it, so here's some money for an Uber. So I take the cash, I put it in my purse, and I was like, you know, Uber don't take cash, so are you gonna send money to my Apple Pay? And he was like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, oh yeah, it might be $100 for me to get back to where I need to go, so make sure you just send $100. And he was like, all right. So he started Apple Paying me and sending me the money, and then he just drove across the street and dropped me off at my homegirl townhouse. So I'm knocking on the door, I'm like, girl, what's going on? So she tell me from start to finish how it happened and everything like that, because she was approaching him about some other girls he was talking to, and so they just started fighting. And she said, she was telling me the whole story, and I'm like staring at her like Love Is Blind, like I was Eve, because I'm getting madder and madder because I can't believe he did this to my homegirl. And right when we're packing her stuff, this man walks in, and I'm turning around, I lost my composure. I start cursing him out, throwing things at him and everything, and then I forgot that he just beat my homegirl and they got kids together. So what do you think he's gonna do with me? So then he started walking up on me, and I just was looking at him like, Pop's tripping, you know, I wouldn't even trip. And he was like, you know what, and bopped me all the way into next week. I mean, he punched me so hard I started seeing circles, and I started walking around in circles because I could not see. And I walked right out of that house because of the fact that I was like, I don't even want whatever he gave my homegirl. So I walked right out the house, and I thought she was coming with me, but she decided to stay. So I started calling an Uber and calling everybody I knew, because I'm like, help me please. Once I got in the Uber, that Uber was the quietest Uber I ever did, because I was holding my eye and I was calling everybody I knew. And I finally reached some people that could do it, and I was like, hey, I need somebody to stop breathing by sunrise. Allegedly, I don't even know these people, these are for entertainment purposes only. And they were like, okay, like, you know, set up the play. So I called my homegirl, I was like, hey, like, you know what, I'm not even dealing with that, you can deal with that, I'm not dealing with that, tell that boy to meet me, So I started telling her where they can meet her at, and she was just like, you know what, actually no. And I'm like, actually know what? So she hangs up on me. So then I call her a week later, and I'm like, girl, what the heck is going on? Because look at my eye, I had to go to work like this, and my eye was black, purple, and everything in between. And she was like, girl, I'm so sorry, like, you know, he's so sorry, he feels really bad about it, he wants to send you a cash app for a lunch. And I was like, okay, it's I am Key 21 with 2 eyes, but that doesn't excuse what he did. I will never forgive him for what he did. And she was like, yeah, girl, I'm so sorry, he's so sorry, everybody's so sorry, like, you know, he's going through mental health issues, his grandmother just died, there's just so much he's going through, and I didn't make it any better. And I'm like, girl, you might want to deal with that, but I would never deal with that. I would never let somebody put their hands on me like that. I don't even play that type of stuff. And this girl looked me dead in my one eye and said, girl, I just won't tell you anything else.
And women are going to hear this story, wonder why men do not help. Why would I put myself in danger over somebody that, number one, I don't really know. Number two, they wasn't willing to let me do what I needed to do when I just got through satisfying them. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and head to the house. You go ahead and handle that with your homegirl. I'm going to catch you later.
Can I have $1?
If you take your shirt off, I'll give you 30.
I can't.
Take your shirt off.
I can't.
Take your shirt off.
Thank you.
Bye.
So apparently this is her husband. I was about to say, what in the SA is this?
As a man, right, I'm always gonna provide, especially for the woman I'm with, right, and family. But I'm not gonna lie, being a provider is getting less and less beneficial, right? Because I know back then, when a man was a provider, his meals was cooked when he got home, his clothes was folded. These bitches want to do nothing. You're telling me I'm about to pay for all your bills, right? And I'm about to pay for everything you're living, just your lifestyle. I'm gonna pay for everything that comes with your lifestyle. And you can't cook, you can't fold my clothes, you can't have my clothes out when I'm getting out the shower. You know what I'm saying? A nurturing woman. If I'm gonna pay for your lifestyle, you're gonna be nurturing for my life. You're gonna make my life easier. I'm not just paying for your lifestyle. If you're making my life hard, you're a pain in the ass. I'm just saying, because this is how most women is today. We want the lifestyle, get paid for it, but don't want to be a nurturing woman.
Have you ever spent time around women? We're expensive. You know, women's clothes are more expensive than men's, not to even go into what we need for our hair, our makeup, our skincare, our body care. Razors are more expensive for women just because they're pink. Ever heard of the pink tax? Yeah, women are inherently more expensive than men. Now that we make the same, it still doesn't really create equality because women are more money. So even if you're going 50-50 with a woman, which you should never, unless she's your roommate, she still is more expensive and has to spend more money than you just to live. And don't even tell me, oh, she doesn't have to spend money on makeup. Blah, 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 blah. Is your feed filled with women who don't wear makeup? Absolutely not. Y'all really have no idea. Like, go step into a Sephora or go step into a woman's clothing store. Not even to go into like our monthly cycle and the cost of that. Tampons are expensive. Would you just have us bleed into a tub for 5 days instead? So y'all are claiming that you want women who are beautiful and put all this time and energy and money into their appearance, but you don't even know what that takes and what that costs. And this is why a woman should never go 50-50 with a man.
Once again, your argument is going to fail here just because these are a bunch of wants and not needs. It's your fault that the pink tax is where it is. A man will go without makeup. I don't need it, bro. I guess I just don't. There's a lot of dudes balding. They say, you know what? Either I'll try to get some hair growth or I'm just going to go bald. Y'all are going bald by this age. I know. I mean, there's nothing I can do. I just have to shave it off. That's it. Fix my beard a little bit. And that's going to be it. There's nothing much that I can do. But y'all will fight tooth and nail to keep your beauty. Y'all will fight tooth and... They have y'all thinking that everywhere on the body has to be completely and utterly bald, no hair, nowhere. And so you'll pay for that razor that you think is going to get you the cleanest shave. You'll go get that Brazilian wax. You'll go get surgery in order to enhance or lift something or tamper and take down something. A man won't do that. You'll go, when y'all go shopping, all of y'all will go shopping in the same place. Now, men do this sometimes. But y'all, they know y'all are going to purchase it anyways. Oh, we'll just add a few dollars here, add a few dollars there, so they can all be matching. So they can be they can all be on one team. Y'all do this when y'all are picking outfits. Oh, we all have the same color, and y'all being paid $100 on something that they made that they took $15 to make. Y'all could have walked down the street somewhere from another reputable store and got that same outfit, all of y'all, for $30 each. But because y'all are all in the same mindset, y'all travel in packs in terms of like, oh, we need to do the same thing. We have to plan it. We have to do all of this. Even though it's expensive, it's worth it. That's on y'all. That don't got nothing to do with man. Y'all putting that stuff on him, talking about, okay, well, the least you can do is pay for everything. You're not doing nothing. A man did already told you he don't want you with all that stuff. That's you doing that. You the one got to go get your nails done. A man will bite his nails off. He'll clip his nails and that'll be it. That's free. Oh, well, I don't go do my nails anymore. I get press-ons. That's still money that you're giving to do that. You don't have to do that. You just have to maintain your nails. Oh, well, you know how many people I see on my timeline that have makeup? You don't have to do it. You don't have to do that. Number one. Number two, all that makeup y'all be putting on, y'all don't have to do that. You might be able to go with something a little bit more simpler and get away with it. That's your fault.
There's like this huge problem that I've been noticing in the dating world. The good, respectful men, the men with boundaries, will not approach women because they're trying to respect their boundaries. And it is true that biologically speaking, women are far more attuned to subtleties, like body language subtleties, than men. So a lot of times women will actually be giving off clues and cues that they want to be approached, but it's more of like they're trying to give off a vibe or something, and the man has no idea. What ends up happening is that it's the men with no boundaries, or that don't respect boundaries, or the narcissists or the creeps, that end up approaching the woman, and then the women in my life complain that it's only the creeps that approach them, when it's really we women need to be giving off way more intense.
Here are a few of my dating non-negotiables as a man with strict boundaries. These are my boundaries. You do what you want to do. These are mine. Say I get your number, you give me your schedule, and I plan a date. If for some reason you're busy on that date and you can't make it, it is up to you to give me the day that you're free or your next availability. I'm not about to keep asking. That's too close to begging. Play with somebody else. Number 2, if you ask me in our first few dates for nail, hair, shoe money, you're clipped. You're looking for a sponsor. You're not looking for a relationship. Why these things aren't already done? I don't care how much money I got. It's mine that I work for. Don't ask me to do some shit you're not doing for yourself. Number 3, if by the 3rd or 4th date, you don't at least offer to buy a round of drinks or treat me to the next one, you're clipped. You're not a vibe. You're a bill. I would never let you pay, but at least offer. Make me think you want to pay. And if you forget to say thank you after I done planned and paid for this date, you're clipped. It don't cost you nothing to say thank you. Number 4, if I offer to pick you up or send you a car, you have a 5-minute window to get there. You knew about this date a day earlier and hours earlier. You should have been ready. I have pulled off after waiting 7 minutes before. You don't respect my time. I don't respect yours. Number 5, if we cannot do an active date, all right, tennis, hike, workout, it's clipped. You're clipped. I know me, I'm gonna catch the ick real fast. We just ain't gonna work out, literally or figuratively. Number 6, you like to go ghost for 2 and 3 days, or I find that you only respond when I text first, you're a clip. Ain't nobody that busy. It'll take you 10 seconds to respond to a message. Hey, busy day, I'll check for you later. That works for me, because I don't need to talk to you every day, all day anyway. There is a huge difference from texting, which is mutual, and you just responding. Out of here. Number 7, probably should have been number 1. Poor hygiene. That's gonna be a firm no for me. That breath ain't hitting, if them toes ain't kicking, and if them nails ain't clean, it ain't gotta be done, just be clean. Your ass is clipped. You're a woman. It's the least you can do. And then lastly, I'm a little bit more lenient on this one, because I don't expect much. We just started dating. If I see that you just innately lack nurturing qualities, it's clipped. I can't teach you how to be a woman to a man. You should not teach me how to be a man to a woman. Can't teach you that. It's clipped.
And guess who was upset in the comments? These modern women. Now you got a few in here that are saying, I think one actually was like, I show my sons most of your videos. Appreciate it. Another woman was saying something like, I'm an older woman and I agree with these. These are all valid. But of course, you have women in the comments talking about, oh, I agree with a lot of what you're saying, but it's just a way that you're saying it just comes out too aggressive and it makes me uncomfortable. Girl, shut up.
My husband's been building Legos with my toddler, and he just brought me this. He's like, open it up. Open it up, look inside. Excuse me? And then proceeded to tell me, you know, space can get a little lonely. I need to move out.
As someone who gets a lot of attention from the male gaze, I realize that natural beauty and societal beauty get you very different types of attention when it comes to men. Men, there's a hierarchy when it comes to them. A naturally beautiful woman who walks around no makeup, natural hair, natural body, and she looks drop dead gorgeous, that ranks very high with them, because they're like, oh, she's gonna be walking around the house like this. Even on her worst days, she's still gonna look amazing. Our kids are gonna be gorgeous. She doesn't have any surgical enhancements. This is what she looks like. Her genes are amazing, right? Men think about reproducing with you. They do, whether you believe it or not. Whereas women, we see the beauty in everything. We love when a girl just got her hair done. We love a hair done. We want to be a hair done, right? We love a woman with a beat face, right? Because we know the work and the effort and the energy that it takes into dolling ourselves up, right? We love that. Whereas men, they don't really care, right? If you look good, you look good. But when it comes to that natural blank canvas, you get a whole different type of attention. I'm telling you, that's why that natural makeup is gonna get you a lot further than that full face glam. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard.
If we have an argument and you need some space to think and to calm down or cool down or whatever the case may be, that's fine. But then if you try to go to bed and we still haven't resolved the conflict, no, get up. No going to bed angry if you're going to be with me. We're not doing that because we don't know if we're going to wake up tomorrow. Have a conversation. Why are you going to bed upset? I don't know. Childish. I don't know.
See where you're going, but I think you're going to have a lot of problems. Some issues get so big that it isn't solved in one day. You might be able to come to a stopping point, or you might be frustrated with the situation or the person, right? But, you know, I think sometimes you just have to let it breathe a little bit. You go to sleep, you wake up, you go through your day and try to see if you can, you know, continue working it out and solving it until y'all come to some sort of resolution. What you're trying to do is force a solution. Okay, this is done. Let's pack it up and move out the way. On to the next. It's not going to happen like that, because someone might think it's something that they should have thought of, you know, throughout the night and then brought it up the next morning. They might be able to better understand what they were thinking and verbalize that, articulate that to you, and y'all have a better understanding of each other. But if you're just trying to rush to a solution so you can sleep better, you're gonna get into a lot of trouble.
Riddle me this. Why are there so many single people out there that are supposedly looking for other single people, like-minded single people, and no one is finding each other? Like, I'm having a hard time understanding why I have so many baddie bachelorette friends and my husband has single guy friends that are eligible bachelors, and somehow no one is finding each other. Like, I'm just not understanding why. I'm just having a really hard time understanding, and it's not sitting well with my spirit, that there are like so many eligible people that are single walking around just being single, and all I hear is that there's no one out there. Like, everyone keeps saying on both sides, there's no one out there, no one is taking dating seriously, blah, blah, blah. But like, I for a fact know that there are people out there taking it seriously. So like, what is it? Also, if you know anyone that meets these criteria right here, send them my way. I have someone for them.
So I was on a date last night from Circa, and he literally said something that honestly stuck with me. Like, we were talking about one of our mutual friends who is in a long-term relationship. He goes, you know why she's so into him? He's secure. He trusts her. He's not like blowing up her phone or asking where she is every 5 minutes. He lets her live. She loves him more because of it. And then I realized, like, confidence isn't just like looks or status, really. Like, confidence is trust. And being affectionate versus being possessive are not the same thing. And also, a woman literally wants a guy who's constantly asking for reassurance and needs like a play-by-play update of her day. Because that's not romantic. That is exhausting. The hottest thing a man can be, honestly, is secure in himself. And he needs to be confident enough to like just not be threatened by his girlfriend. Like, that's really the kind of energy that like makes a woman want to stay.
I mean, if you're doing activities that makes him feel like he needs to police you, then you have to look at yourself. Number one. Number two, if you feel like she's doing activities to where you feel like you have to check in, get up out of there, bro. She's probably not doing something right.
Okay, more on dating talk, because one video just wasn't going to be sufficient. So we're expecting men to buy us things on first, second dates, whatever. I'm not talking about like in a relationship. Okay, buy each other whatever the hell you want. I don't care about that. You have to text back in a certain time frame. You have to meet all these standards. You have to be the specific person. You have to go to therapy and talk about these things. Like, I don't want to do any of that. I'm not going to. What happens to just being normal people who talk to each other and just are honest? Was that never a thing? I mean, granted, I'm not fluent in dating. It's not my greatest skill. Let's call it what it is. But what happened to being relatively normal? Yeah, I know I'm not normal, but in this case, I'm probably more normal than most, apparently. I don't know, it seems that way, according to dating talk. Who knows? Modern
women are using therapy and other things like that as an accomplishment to say that they're better than men and that they're ready for something. It's basically like a degree. That's why they think that they can hold it over a man's head, but it's something that a man doesn't care about. Well, I have this, or why I have that. I stand out from the crowd. Well, why don't you care? Because I told you before you did that, I didn't care. I don't care about that type of stuff. And that's what they're doing in therapy. Now, therapy, if you're actually doing what you need to be doing, is great. But these modern women, they're really just going through therapy to get some sort of badge of completion.
I don't give a how funny the joke was. If a nigga make a joke about a girl, I'm not laughing. Like, I feel like it's just against my religion to laugh at another girl at the hands of a nigga. You're not funny. I don't give a fuck. It's the funniest thing I ever heard. You're not getting a chuckle out of me. Why are you talking about her?
And the funny thing about it is, if this were in reverse, they'd be making all these jokes and you would say, man, that's not really funny. It's kind of corny. And they would be like, oh, well, maybe you should be with him then, since you want to protect him all the time, since you don't want to be on my side. Insecure.
I just got fired at my job for harassing someone. You know how many men I work with that make jokes, and I happen to be a part of one, and some young kid, because I made a comment he didn't like that was not, I offended him. He went to HR and said that I harassed him. I won't leave him alone. I'm serious, like, I cannot make this up. I'm a single mom. I don't get child support right now. And the thing that sucks, I didn't do anything wrong. It's a dumb kid that I made a comment about his girlfriend not making his lunch. It was a joke. Mind you, this kid, who's a weirdo, by the way, always trying to be around me, always trying to talk to me. I never said anything to him at all. That's number one. But I made a comment one day because we went back and forth, like, joking about stuff. I made a comment about how he has this girl lunchbox, and I didn't say he was gay or anything like that. It wasn't or a derogatory thing. I just said, so who makes your lunch? Does your girlfriend make your lunch? And he goes, no. And I like made a face like I'm joking around. And he got really offended, and he goes, my girlfriend has a master's degree, and you're making it sound like her not making my lunch means that she's not adequate. And I go, whoa, because I didn't mean it that way. It was a joke. And mind you, we've been joking for like a month and a half now about different things.
Let this be a lesson, y'all, right? Because the first lesson is, this is the environment that y'all created. Y'all was always reporting on people, and nobody would have sympathy, nor would anybody believe a man that says that they got fired for no reason. I'm not really sure that I believe her. And let me tell you why. I'm not sure if she's working at Lowe's. She got the Lowe's hat on, probably just came from work. Usually those emotions spill out immediately right after, you working at work.
Now, after you got done giving us your sob story, are you going to give us the rest of the story?
A lot of people ask me, how did I get this smoking hot wife? This one right here. The real reason, because I can cook, damn it. Black eyed peas, turkey leg meat, collard greens, bacon bits, shrimp. You get them. That's how you keep them. It's their stomach. It's the key to their stomach. Ain't that right?
They know that's
not. Well, why not take credit for something you didn't do? These modern women do it all the time.
This might be controversial, and if it is, I don't care. I just got done working an 8-hour shift. Whoever decided women should be working, a big old... I wasn't built for this. I didn't ask for this. I never asked to be in this life in general. But here I am working 8-hour shifts when I could be like at home cleaning, working out, doing the laundry, washing dishes. I'd prefer. I would like to unsubscribe.
Every dude that I know who's nonchalant with women now was once an eager, excited, show intentions up front individual, and it got them nowhere. And now they're nonchalant. And nonchalant doesn't mean act like you don't care. It just means if the outcome doesn't happen how you want it to, you are okay. You're cool. Look, and I know a lot of women gonna be like, oh, that nonchalant stuff wouldn't work on me. Look, I've seen with my own two eyes the difference in the results. And I'm not talking about them young 21, 22. They don't even talk to them. We're 28 and above. But the difference in them being eager up front, telling their intentions up front, showing excitement up front, and them just saying, you know, showing interest and then waiting on some reciprocation before they, you know, turned up the excitement or the eagerness. The difference is night and day. It's not even funny. But you'll hear online, oh, be upfront with your intentions. Show me upfront that you like me. But in reality, a lot of y'all will call this love bombing when there's a difference between love bombing and showing interest and showing excitement and eagerness up front.
Am I the asshole for hitting on my girlfriend's friend after she insisted on not telling them I'm her boyfriend?
Okay.
Wait, so her girlfriend's not telling them he's her boyfriend. Okay. So he's like, oh, well, I'll hit on your friend then. It's one of those things where I'm like, what do you want to happen, dude? Like, what are you hoping for here? Okay, let's see what happens. Let's see what the story is.
I don't know. I'm kind of liking it. Let's hear the story.
I'm like, claim me, bitch. Want me, love me, choose me. I see that. Also fair. My girlfriend and I have been official for a few weeks now. She hasn't introduced me to her friend group yet, which I didn't think much of at first. We were all set to hang out, but before that, my girlfriend said to me not to mention we were together. I asked why, and she said because she wasn't ready for it. For that night, I was okay with it. Afterwards, I told my girlfriend that I felt like crap and that I wanted to be seen as her boyfriend. She said not to worry and that she will be ready soon. But the second time she asked me to not mention it again, I was annoyed, but I agreed not to say anything. During that second time, I overheard one of her friends ask her if there was anything going on between us. She said I was just a friend. I was hurt, to be honest. I knew what I agreed to, but it hurt to hear her say that. Later that night, one of her friends approached me and started hitting on me and asked me if I was into my girlfriend. I lied and said we were just friends. We spent the next 2 hours talking and lightly flirting. I didn't kiss her or anything like that, but did playfully shove her. I wasn't planning some revenge on my girlfriend or anything, but it felt nice to have someone flirt with me. My girlfriend was pissed. She said that I crossed a line with her friend. I told her we were just having fun and nothing happened. We got into a fight and I'm feeling confused now if I should apologize or not.
Listen, you said y'all have been official, or you said y'all have been official for about a few weeks, meaning y'all have been talking before that. Let's say y'all have been talking for about 3 weeks. Let's say the same time limit. So y'all have been talking, like going back and forth, conversing for a little over a month and a half. All right. And then y'all make it official and y'all are at almost a month of dating and she hasn't told him, hey, I have a boyfriend. It's kind of weird, to be honest with you, but okay. You then, instead of saying, no, we're talking, you say, well, we're just friends. We're just friends. At that point, what is he supposed to do? You playing games and he ain't got no time for that.